everyone, I'm Needlecraft Annie and I'm here for flosstube number 36. This time I have my normal whip update, not as much whips as the last two times, luckily, because it takes quite some time to show you more than 10 whips. I have close to 10 lying next to me, but not as much. So whip update, and thereafter I have my Stitchmaynia plans. I figured out what I want to do, and I'm going to show you. It's not super exciting. I'm not going to start like 31 projects. That's not going to happen. But I figured something out, and I'm happy to be able to show you and explain to you what I'm going to do. But first, we're starting with the whip update. So last time, in my last video, I told you I had worked one day on Dragon Dancer. I haven't enough designs. I focused by Anne Stokes, and I want to do one more day on it. That's what I did, and yesterday I finished 2 tiny goals on 2 other projects and still needed a bit more than 100 stitches for my daily stitch goal, and I decided to just take Dragon Dancer out again and do, I think I did a bit more than 200 stitches then. So 2 lengths of thread. That's the picture. That's what it's going to look like when it's done, and I started in the top left corner. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So as I told you, I just picked colors over here on page 2 and continued cross country with the length of thread as long as the thread lasted, and then I just picked another color. I did some more down here. I did a lot over here. I think close to 1,000 stitches, something like that. And I'm just moving along with this one. It's really fun stitching on this one, stitching kind of cross country and not in diagonals or blocks or something like that. It's really fun. So far it's just blurry background, so you can't really see a picture evolving, but nevertheless it's really fun. I'm stitching this one on a 32 count linen 2/110 stitch, and the needleminder is by Tango Designs. And one page out of I think close to 100 is done. So this project will take me years, and I'm fine with that. I really like the picture. I really like stitching on it, so that's fine by me. Another project, I kind of finished a goal yesterday, is Story Keep the Frog Prince. Artwork is by Melanie Dallon. It's another Haven't Enough Designs, and I think I stitched 2 times this week on this one. The first time I started a diagonal, and yesterday I wanted to finish the diagonal, and I think I had about 300 stitches left to finish off the diagonal, so that's what I did. I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So I just did one more diagonal of 10 by 10 blocks. The colors are getting brighter. I'm going into brighter background, but still it's only background and not a lot of fun so far. Or that's wrong. It is fun stitching on it, but there's with the same with Dragon Dancer. It's not really a picture evolving. So far there's only background. But I think about here her head will start. So it's not that much to go with background until it gets really interesting. This one is stitched on a 32 count linen in ice blue, I think it's the color. The needleminder is again by Tango Designs, and I also stitched 2/110 stitch with this one. So so far so good. I knew I wanted to tell you about something about this one. In this block down here in this block, it was the first block I stitched yesterday, and I took a symbol, I stitched with Pattern Keeper, so Pattern Keeper told me which thread to use, and I just did not think properly. I just took the color I thought the symbol represented and did not look it up, and it was the wrong one. And I stitched it completely, and on 32 count 2/110 stitch, is kind of bulky. It's fine stitching on it, but sometimes you kind of get problems getting the needle through, even with the 28 needle, just because it gets bulky from time to time. So frogging is not a lot of fun. I did it because it was really a wrong color. Instead of a like brighter brown, it was 3371, so the darkest brown. I had to rip it out. It did not fit and it looked strange, so I ripped it all out, and I think it took me close to half an hour to get those 20 stitches out. And I was close to throwing the project away and not continuing anymore. I was really not happy with myself. But I ripped it all out and I did the right color and continued the last 2 blocks I wanted to do and finished the diagonal, and then moved to Dragon Dancer and put this one away. I mean, everything's fine now. It's correct again, except for those tiny mistakes you always do. At least I always do, like tiny mistakes, and switch 2 stitches, do them in the wrong order, stuff like that. Those are mistakes no one will ever notice. But a wrong color over a larger area, that's noticeable or might be noticeable, so I wanted to frog it, and I did. And I put it away, and I did not want to see this project anymore yesterday. So it was good. I finished the diagonal quite soon afterwards, and then just took another project. Okay. Another project I told you last time I want to stitch some more on is Norwegian's Ship Under Sail by Golden Kite. That's the small edition. Nevertheless, it's kind of big. I think 28 pages, stuff like that. So it's not super big, but it's got a decent size. Yeah, that's Norwegian Ship Under Sail, and I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And I really have fun stitching on this one again. So since you last saw it, I finished the column I was stitching on and did one more. And this is where I'm at right now. So this one is on an 18 count Ada 2/1 full cross. Needleminder is by Dankai Designs. And I'm really, really happy with how this one is turning out. I think 2 more columns. And I will have page number 2 finished and move down on, I think it's page number 9 or 8 or 9. So yeah, that's kind of the plan with this one. I might stitch on it this week again, because I really like it at the moment. And I need 8,000 stitches for this year, so I can continue a bit and do some more stitches. I think presently I'm at 2,000, stuff like that. So I can stitch some more. Yeah, really, really happy. I mean, it's, again, just background. That's kind of the problem with a lot of my whips. I'm not that far into them because I just have too many big full coverage whips. So most of them is just background, and especially with this one, because the ship is placed that far in the middle. Page 2 has no ship on it, or only a mini tiny bit. And page 3 does not have any ship on it. So I will have 3 pages completely done and just blurry greenish blue background before I really start with the interesting things. And then I think for the next diagonal of pages, so here this page, this one down here, and down here, I think I will reach the sea and the ocean. And that's going to be really cool because there are really bright and fun blues in that. So I'm looking forward to stitching on that. But that's not going to happen this year. So far, just blurry greenish blue background, and that's going to continue for quite some time. Nevertheless, I really like this project. I really have fun stitching on it, even if I can't have it in Pattern Keeper because when I ordered those charts, I did not know a lot about stitching. It was, I think, 1 month after I started stitching that I ordered those charts. I have 3 golden kites and I ordered them all at that time, and I ordered a paper chart. So to use it in Pattern Keeper, I would have to order the PDF pattern, so that will cost again, and that's just not going to happen. I'm going to continue with the paper chart. It works, and I can manage with my stitching setup. It kind of works good, and yeah, so I'm continuing the paper charts. Okay, last full coverage is my focus piece. That's Mini Winter Rose by Heaven Enough Designs. Artwork is by Rachel Anderson. That's the last one I stitched on today. I stitched on yesterday because I wanted to finish the diagonal, and that's what I did. I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is, to move away the part threads, and this is where I'm at right now. So really happy. Since last time, I finished this page, or those 1.5 columns missing up in here, finished those up, and then I started this diagonal. I kind of started with this page and moved it completely down to there. So yeah, that's Mini Winter Rose. I think I also did all the krennic that was still missing in page number 3. And now there are just some new holes up in here and in her arm for some more krennic. But I finally reached below 1,000 stitches missing for krennic. In the beginning there were about 3,500, and now I'm below 1,000, so that's really cool. This one is stitched on a 28 count, 2/110 stitch, and the needleminder is by Tango Designs. I think this is the project I'm going to stitch on today, just because I want to, and it's my focus project, and I'm getting close to 50% done. I'm presently 48% done, and it would be really nice to reach the 50% till next week. So we'll see. Really happy, especially if I hold it back here. I really like how she looks from a bit farther away and not like directly in front of me. But I also like how she looks directly in front of me. She's really beautiful. There she is. Yeah, I think she's going to be the one I'm going to stitch on today. Just because I want to, and I'm stitching on whatever I want to because rotation is not going to happen. I'm just stitching whatever I feel like, and today I feel like stitching on Mini Winter Rose. Okay, let's move into non-full coverage stitching. Again, not a lot, but a bit. First one is Temperature Garden by Stitchmaynia. This is my weekly piece with the actual temperatures this year. I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. So really happy. Since last time you saw it, I finished this flower and did this one, backstitched the monthly name. And yeah, I really love how this flower is looking. All those greens and one really bright blue petal. Really cool. And again, we're back into the blues. I hope this week is going to be a bit brighter. I'm going to stitch on this one the day after tomorrow, so 1 more week, or 7 days will be in then. Yeah, Temperature Garden. Really beautiful. Not super exciting because every week it's just 1 or 2 more flowers. Nevertheless, I really like how it's turning out. Okay, problems rolling it. That works. Next one is my Mirabilia, or one of my Mirabilias. It's Royal Games number 1. And I started in the Queen of Hearts, and I'm going to stitch it exactly as it's shown. And I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. I did a lot. Since last time you saw her, I finished the color over here, finished all the stitches in her skin. All those missing stitches are going to be beads. Her necklace and her earring are heavily beaded. And I'm looking forward to that. And then I started the color on her other side. I'm going to finish this color, and I think one more strand of red, and then I'm going to backstitch all of her skin, her arm and her face and her cleavage. All is going to be backstitched after, I think, 4 more colors. I think probably each one length of thread, and then I'm going to be able to backstitch all her skin, and then I will be able to start some of her beads. There are some beads in the color, and especially in her earring and necklace, as I said. Maybe I'm going to do those on her arm. Not sure yet, but I'm going to do some more beads. I also finished this flower wine. For the longest time I had a thread hanging there, parked for the backstitching. Now that's done. So yeah, bring her a bit closer. She's really beautiful. She's stitched on a 32 count white opalescent, 2/2 full cross. I'm not going to stitch, or I'm not stitching the skin 1/1. I think it looks fabulous even with 2/2. So yeah, Queen of Hearts. Hopefully I'll be able, sorry for bumping the camera all the time. I hope to finish the Queen of Hearts in like June, and then have half a year for Queen of Spades, because I want to finish this project till the end of the year. Oh, and the needleminders are from Tango Designs, if you're wondering. Okay, last one. No, not last one, but next to last. This is Tango Chilling Out by Dimensions. That's my second oldest whip, and it had its birthday on the 7th of April. I talked about it last time. I did not stitch on it on its birthday because I had to frog a big part. I show you a picture of what it looked like last time here. And this is where I'm at right now. Okay, that's not working. This is where I'm at right now. So in here, you might be able to see there was a big area of stitching already done, and I frogged all of it. And then I started, and I think I took 2 colors missing in this diagonal over here, and stitched 1 length of thread with those. Yeah, so 2 lengths of thread I stitched, and the rest of the time was frogging. I think I actually spent like 3 hours with the tiger because I had to frog so much. But now everything that needed to be frogged is frogged, and I just can continue stitching with this one. I only want to do 2 columns till the end of the year, so that's fine. The needleminder, is by Tango Designs, and this is an 18 count black Ada, mostly stitched 2/1, and the Ada was provided in the kit. And yeah, you can probably see this area over here. That was all had to be frogged. So now I'm wondering if my thread will, or if I will have enough thread provided in the kit. If not, I'm going to switch to DMC in the middle of the project. Not happy about that, but I'm not going to restart it completely. That's not going to happen. I even thought about buying myself a complete new kit, a second one, to have the thread for the second one. But then I have the pattern, and I have the Ada, and I'm probably not going to stitch on black Ada again, because that's not a lot of fun. So I'm not yet sure. I just see how long the thread takes me, and if it's not enough, I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Not sure yet. Okay, last time is the Joyful Word Cell by the Snowflower Diaries. Last time we talked I had just finished May, not yet started June, so I started June. And yeah, this is where I'm at right now. I did a lot. This one is stitched on a 32 count 2/2 with called for gentle assembler threads and DMC, and the fabric color is Silvery Moon, and this is where I'm at right now. So there's the beehive with all the flowers around. That's everything is done. The beehive still misses its door. Over there, those few stitches are bees. Here, that's going to be a tree, and below the tree, there's going to sit a bear. Yeah. I have so much progress because I'm not only stitching half an hour every day on this one, I'm stitching 45 minutes every day. Because I want to have it done till the end of April to have some room for Stitchmaynia in May. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And on not full coverage days, I stitch 2 hours on this one. So there's a lot of time already gone into that one. But I'm quite sure I will be able to finish till the end of April, so I will reach my goal. So far, really beautiful, really happy with how it looks. And yeah, can't wait to have it completely done. Because this one is the last one of the series I have to do. All the others are done. Okay. So, why do I want to have it finished till the end of April? For my Stitchmaynia plans. My Stitchmaynia plans. I'm not going to start any more projects. I'm thinking about a birthday start in June, but for Stitchmaynia, I'm not going to start any project. But I have a whip, the Tiny Stockings Ornaments by Basilla. It's a kit, and there are 30 different stockings in here. I have 3 of them already done. I will show you those in a minute. And I thought I will start, or I want to finish 16 more till the end of the year. That fits kind of perfectly into Stitchmaynia or into May, because if I start every second day, so on the 1st, on the 3rd, on the 5th, and so on, I will have 16 starts, the last one on the 31st of May. I really like that idea. So I'm going to start one of those every second day and then stitch on it for half an hour. So every stocking I start will get an hour of attention till I pack it away. They will be used as travel stitching afterwards. And if I have some time in the evening with all my full coverage done, I might get back to those and stitch some more. Then that half an hour in the day, there will be not a lot of progress in those. An hour of stitching is not a lot, especially with starting in the project and so on. Or yeah, every one of those is on its own piece of Ada, so it's kind of like starting a project. But it's not, because I'm counting this one as one whip. Whenever I have a day to start a new one, I will use the Tiny Decisions app. I have put all of them already in there. And I will just go with the Tiny Decisions app, and it will going to show me which one to start and number them through. So 3 of them are already done, and I'm going to show you those. First one is Merry Christmas. Second is a dog and an angel. So those 3 are already done. Of course, they're not in my Tiny Decisions app because, as I said, they're already done. But all the others are in there, and that's my Stitchmaynia. 1 hour on 16 different mini stockings. As I said, not really that exciting, but I want to start something new. I did not start anything since January. So yeah, I want to start stuff, but I don't have it. Or I don't want to have any more rips. That's kind of the main problem. I want to start stuff, but I don't want to have any more whips. So as I'm counting those as only one whip, I'm going to start those, and yeah, going to show you. They were all the time planned as my travel stitching anyways, so I hope to finish the Grimm's Fairy Tale Cell by Cloud's Factory, the May part, in the beginning of May, because then I will have those to take with me and get some more progress into them. I'm going to take the one I start on the 1st of May till it's done. So I'm not going to switch every second day. I'm going to take one with me till it's done and then take the next one. But yeah, that's still some time to go. A bit more than a week till the 1st of May, so I still have some time left. And yeah, that's the plan with those, or with my Stitchmaynia. Yeah, if you like, you can tell me in the comments what you're going to do with Stitchmaynia. I'm kind of interested in all the other things and all the starts or all the other ideas for Stitchmaynia, like Monogomania. That's another thing I thought about for quite some time for me, till they decided on the stockings. So yeah, tell me in the comments. I'm happy to read them. And yeah, I hope you have had a wonderful week, and will have another wonderful week coming with a lot of stitching time or whatever else makes you feel happy. Yeah, thank you for watching. You're always welcome on my channel. You're always welcome to comment and like and subscribe. Yeah, as I said, I hope you have a wonderful, happy time, and see you next week. Bye!